I'll be talking about construction methods and technology. The topic under that I'll be covering is ground improvement techniques. Ground improvement techniques. For better understanding and assimilation, the reference for the topics are taken from the books of Soil Mechanics and Foundation Engineering, P. Purushottama Raj, first, Pearson Education, second, Ground Improvement Techniques by P. Purushottam Raj. Also, IS 13094 1992, Selection of Ground Improvement Techniques for Foundation in Weak Soil Guidelines. Also, BIS. What is ground improvement technique? Enhancement of the in-place properties of this ground by controlled application of a suitable technique. Remedies for soft soil. First, relocating the structure, designing the structure or embankment for soft soil, removing soft soil or replacing it with good one, treating the soil to improve its property. For better understanding and assimilation, I have divided my lecture into 6 sub-lectures. There are various methods of ground improvement. First is the soil compaction. Second is the soil stabilization. Third is the soil densification. Fourth, pre-consolidation. Fifth, injection and grouting. And sixth, and the last, soil reinforcements. First, method of ground improvement, soil compaction due to elastic distortion, crushing of particles, seepage of water, rearrangement of particles. These are the problems which we face, due to which ground improvement techniques can be adoptive. In ground improvement techniques, first, compaction of soil. Increasing the density of soil using force or load, packing the particle closer, reduction in air voids without any significant change in the volume of water. Higher compaction, lower the compressibility, higher shear strength. State of compaction is measured by the dry density and associated water content. The maximum dry density and the optimum moisture content can be measured by the 2 methods which are shown in the slides. First is the standard Proctor test, IS 2720 part 7. Second, modified Proctor test according to IS 2720 part 8. Compaction effort. Application of a given amount of energy per unit volume of compacted soil is the derivation of compactive efforts. Static weight, pressure, kneeling action, impact, which can be classified into 2 parts, vibration and dynamic weight. The various compacting equipments which are used in soil compaction in ground improvement techniques are smooth wheel, pneumatic tired, sheep foot, grid oblique mash, vibrator compactors, which can be of plate compactors or earth rammers. This is the picture shown to you is a perfect example of smooth wheel and sheep foot roller. This is the pneumatic tire roller which everyone is seen on the road. This is the vibrator plate compactor, a typical example of how the soil compaction can be achieved in one of the ground improvement techniques. Field compaction, the process transferring soil from borrow area to the construction site, spreading soil to a suitable thickness, adding water, compacting the soil layer. Equipments required for field compaction are excavating and hauling, bulldozer and graders, border equipment, roller or specific compacting equipment. Compaction specification, performance type specification, physical properties of the compacted layer, percentage of maximum dry density MDD obtained in standard tiles should be of 95%. Dry density or moisture content can be measured, void ratio can be measured, highway and airfield pavements. Work type specification, type of equipment, lift thickness, the moisture content, amount of work to obtain the necessary density, dams. Field control can be achieved by checking the density and the water content by taking the soil samples for every 500 to 1000 meter square of each layer. For moisture content, conventional method which is slow, Proctor meter lap penetration resistance curve, nuclear moisture gauge. For density, core cutting method can be applicable, sand replacement method. For nuclear density, percentage of compaction. This is one of the equipments which can be used in soil, in measuring the soil compaction for ground improvement techniques. Nuclear densometer. The various parts are shown in the diagram itself. The working principle of nuclear densometer is moisture content. Source beryllium-241 emits high energy neutrons, collides with hydrogen atom and retard. Slow neutrons are detected to determine the moisture content. The density measured by nuclear densometer is done by source beryllium-137 emits gamma radiation. Soil's density blocks the penetration of the radiation, detects the blocked radiation to determine the density. This is the working of nuclear densometer. This is the one of the pictures where the nuclear densometer is being used for determining the soil compaction in ground improvement techniques. This is the on-field utilization of nuclear densometer. The various factors affecting compaction are moisture content of the soil, compactive effort of the soil, type of soil, methods of compaction. Degree of compaction contributes to the shear strength of the soil, the permeability of the soil, compressibility of the soil, sustainability for repeated load. So everyone, we have discussed the first method of ground improvement technique, that is soil compaction. In the next video, we will be discussing about soil stabilization, which is the second method of ground improvement technique. Thank you.